These candies are banned worldwide. Today, you will discover various bizarre, supposedly delicious treats, but they hold hidden secrets. Curious to find out what these candies are? Well, join us and let's dive in. Number 15. Candy cigarettes. Known as candy cigarettes, originated in the United States in the early 20th century, around the time real cigarettes were gaining popularity. Initially made as hard candies, gum versions were later introduced. In the 1950s and 1960s, these candies were hugely popular, with packaging mimicking real cigarette packs, even featuring red tips to simulate being lit. Famous characters like Popeye and Superman helped promote these candies, clearly aimed at children. Over time, as the real dangers of smoking became known, concerns arose about the influence of these candy. Question was, could playing with candy cigarettes lead children to smoke in the future? Studies suggest it could. A 2007 University of Rochester study found that 22% of adult smokers had played with these candies as kids, compared to just 14% of non-smokers. Hence, attempts to ban these candies, especially in the US, were not baseless. Despite this, candy cigarettes are not illegal in many places today, though few retailers sell them due to public backlash. However, you can still find various options online for those curious. Number 14. Warheads Sour Bubblegum. Warheads Sour Bubblegum was banned because it was extremely acidic and could harm the mouth and gums. The gum's super sour coating could cause sores and injure the inside of the mouth, making it dangerous, especially for children. The FDA received several complaints, stating that the product caused discomfort and pain, which led to action to ban the gum. The purpose of the ban was to protect children and ensure that products were safe. Despite the ban, the Warheads brand remains popular, but the recipes have since been adjusted to prevent injuries. Number 13. Hershey's Dark Chocolate. Who would have thought that one of the world's most famous chocolate brands would be involved in controversy? Hershey's, the American candy giant, faced criticism not only for the taste of its product, but also for more serious issues. In December 2022, the company found itself at the center of a legal dispute. Accusations surfaced claiming that some of its dark chocolates contained worrying levels of lead and cadmium, heavy metals that are potentially harmful to health. 3 specific varieties were flagged: Hershey's Special Dark, Lily's Extra Dark 70% cocoa, and Lily's Extreme Dark 85% cocoa. Reports indicated that these bars exceeded the allowed heavy metal limits set by California. The most alarming part? Eating just 28 grams of chocolate could surpass these levels. Number 12. Chocolate-covered crickets. In Thailand, entomophagy, insect consumption, is a common and culturally accepted practice. Chocolate-covered crickets are an interesting fusion of this tradition with the Western taste for sweets. This unusual snack consists of whole crickets, fried, and then coated with a generous layer of chocolate. Those who dare to try it say the taste is surprisingly pleasant. The cricket's crunch resembles that of peanuts or roasted almonds, while the chocolate adds a familiar sweetness. Even though insects are often touted as a more eco-friendly protein source compared to traditional meat, would you have the courage to try them? I have a question for you. First, I'd like to tell you that it's possible to keep up with the biggest curiosities of our world every day. But for that, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, have you subscribed yet? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now that you've done that. Number 11. Edible chocolate anuses. At the top of our list of controversial candies is an item that challenges not only taste buds, but also decorum. Edible chocolate anuses. This unusual product consists of chocolates molded to resemble, well, exactly what the name suggests. Available in dark or white chocolate, these candies are anatomically detailed, featuring the characteristic wrinkles and contours. While the flavor is just regular chocolate, the visual presentation is certainly striking. Some manufacturers go to the extreme, using molds made from real anatomical parts of birds, such as the cloaca of a chicken, which is cleaned and prepared before being used to mold the chocolate. Number 10. Haribo Sugar-Free Gummy Bears. Haribo's adorable gummy bears have taken the world by storm with their unique texture and fruity flavor. However, the sugar-free version of these candies hides a not-so-pleasant secret. The sugar substitute used, known as maltitol, can turn a sweet experience into a digestive nightmare. Maltitol, an artificial sweetener almost as sweet as sugar, isn't fully digested by the body. Instead, it ferments in the intestines, triggering a chain reaction that can lead to intense gastrointestinal discomfort. Consuming a significant amount of these seemingly harmless gummy bears may result in a desperate rush to the bathroom. Interestingly, social media has been flooded with hilarious yet alarming stories of people who experience the laxative effects of these candies. Some online reviews have even described the experience as an intestinal exorcism. Who would have thought something so cute could cause such a commotion? Number 9. Cat tongue chocolates. In the Czech Republic, there is a sweet called kočičí jazyčky, which roughly translates to cat tongues. Despite the unsettling name, there's nothing illegal or unethical about this product. In fact, it's a delicious milk chocolate bar shaped like feline tongues. The history of this treat dates back to 1892, when it was first produced in Vienna. The packaging features images of cute, fluffy kittens next to the chocolate bars shaped like cat tongues. Although the concept may seem strange at first glance, it is simply a creative way to present conventional chocolate, showing how marketing and presentation can transform an ordinary product into something memorable. Number 8. Cendol, the dessert that looks like worm soup in Malaysia. One of the most popular desserts is cendol, which can be a bit unsettling to those unfamiliar with it. At first sight, it looks like a soup with worms floating in a milky broth. However, this description doesn't do justice to its refined taste and cultural significance. The worms are actually colored gelatin strands, usually dark green, made from rice flour. These swim in a sweet coconut milk broth, often accompanied by red beans and shaved ice. The combination of textures and flavors, smooth gelatin, creamy coconut milk, and sweet palm sugar syrup, creates a unique and refreshing taste experience, especially appreciated in tropical climates. Would you dare try a worm soup? Number 7. Chocolate bar with cheese and fried onion. An Irish snack company shocked the world by releasing a chocolate bar combining unlikely ingredients: milk, cheese, and potato chips. As if that wasn't unusual enough, they went further and created a version with cheese and onion. Critics describe the experience of tasting this treat as a confusing mix of sweet, salty, and even unpleasant flavors with hints of burnt onion. Number 6. Goat milk caramels. Imagine a sweet that combines the sugary taste of caramel with the intense flavor of goat milk. Sounds unlikely, doesn't it? Yet, this unusual product exists and has an interesting backstory. In 2002, a restaurant decided to innovate by creating the Genghis Khan caramel, initially intended as a soup sauce. After commercial failure, the idea was reinvented and turned into an exotic candy. Each package contains 18 individually wrapped pieces, with a taste that mixes lamb, curry, and a hint of sweetness. While often used as a gag gift, some people genuinely enjoy this uncommon flavor fusion. Number 5. Little Debbie's Swiss Rolls. Little Debbie's Swiss Rolls are an American classic, beloved for their combination of soft cake and creamy filling. However, behind their innocent appearance lie two controversial ingredients: yellow 5 and red 40 dyes. While these dyes are allowed in the US without warnings, the situation is different in the European Union. There, products containing these substances must carry mandatory warnings about their potential adverse effects on children. Countries like Norway and Austria have gone even further, banning the sale of these treats entirely. Yellow 5, also known as tartrazine, is a synthetic dye that gives foods a vibrant yellow or orange hue. Studies suggest it may contribute to hyperactivity and behavioral problems in children, as well as cause allergic reactions in some people. Red 40, or Allura Red AC, is a synthetic red dye that, while research results are mixed, has been linked to an increased risk of certain types of cancer in some study. Number 4. Earthworm candy. While many children enjoy collecting worms after a rain, someone had the unusual idea of turning them into a snack. Earthworm candy is exactly what the name suggests: real worms, dried and packaged as a treat. This product challenges not only our taste buds but also our cultural notions of what is considered edible. Worms are a rich source of protein and have been consumed by various cultures throughout history. However, the idea of eating them as candy or a casual snack is still viewed as strange by most people. Would you dare to try them? Number 3. Avocado cream. In Brazil, avocados are often used in sweet dishes, which might surprise those accustomed to consuming them only in savory preparations, like Mexican guacamole. Brazilian avocado cream is a perfect example of how the same ingredient can be interpreted in radically different ways in different cultures. This creamy dessert is made by blending ripe avocado with condensed milk and a touch of lime juice. The mixture results in a velvety texture and a surprisingly sweet flavor, with subtle hints of avocado's characteristic taste. It's often served chilled and garnished with chopped nuts and coconut flakes, adding extra layers of texture and flavor. Number 2. Chinese haw flake. Haw flakes are a traditional Chinese sweet that, at first glance, seems harmless and even healthy. Made from the fruit of the Chinese hawthorn, these thin pink discs are appreciated for their unique flavor blend of sweet and slightly tart. Popular across Asia, they are often served during tea sessions or as a children's snack. However, what makes these delicate treats problematic is an ingredient invisible to the eye, artificial dye, Onso 4R. This additive, responsible for the characteristic pink color of haw flakes, is banned in the United States by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA. The FDA has seized various shipments of this candy, citing health risks. The most intriguing part is that while Ponso 4R is banned in the US, it is allowed in many parts of the world, including Europe, Asia, and Australia. Number 1. Roadkill Gummy Candy. The Roadkill Gummy Candy, which depicted flattened and run-over animals, was banned in several states for being considered insensitive and inappropriate. The candy mimicked the shape of animals killed by vehicles, which many consumers and animal rights advocates found disturbing and offensive. Activists argued that the product disrespected a serious issue like animal roadkill and sent the wrong message to children, encouraging an insensitive view of animal suffering. Additionally, there were concerns that the candy's design could normalize violence against animals. In response to the strong public backlash, the manufacturer voluntarily pulled the product from the market in 2004. Which of these treats shocked you the most? Well, let me know in the comments below. If you want part 2 of this video, feel free to mention that in the comments too. Well, that's it, and see you next time, Curious One.